everyone, it's Max, and today I am here with a new week's reading vlog. This week's theme is vampires. I have two books on this TBR that I am very excited about. The first book is Crave by Tracy Wolff, which is about this girl whose family dies and she is sent to a boarding school that has vampires in some capacity. It's a huge series, which does make me nervous, but I think people love it, so I'm hoping for just like an angsty teen vampire romance. And this goes towards the magical readathon to read a book set at a boarding school. And then I think it goes towards Bookoplathon to read like your lowest rated book, which this was rated at like a 3.65 or something, so not too bad. But excited for this. And then the other book I'm going to read, I am so excited about, and that is Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. Can't wait. Can't wait. I don't have it with me yet because I pre-ordered it. It hasn't come yet. I don't even think it's out in the US yet. It's out in the UK, which I'm just like, oh, give it to me. I have read 400 of these pages because I got an e-arc on NetGalley for the first 400 pages of the book. And this goes towards, can't remember if it goes towards something for Becca's Bookoplathon, maybe a 5-star prediction, and then it goes towards the magical readathon to read a 5-star prediction because I'm way more than halfway through and it's definitely a 5-star right now. I'm so excited. This is about a world where basically the sun is dying, and so it's kind of created the apocalypse, and because the sun's dying, it's not as powerful to keep the vampires at bay. So vampires are ruling the world, and our main character is part of a secret society of vampire hunters, and I loved it. He's on the search for the Holy Grail because there is a rumor that the Holy Grail can combat vampirism. And I'm so pumped to finish it. I loved it. I'm like so excited to have it in my hand so I can finish it and then pick up Crave. So what my plan is, because I'm not sure if I have to for the magical readathon follow the path and like finish the books in order, but that's what I've been doing. And so I do have to finish this last, because it is the last prompt in the magical readathon, which means after I read these two books, I will have totally completed the magical readathon and completed Becca's Bookoplathon. Really happy. I've been killing it. But I'm gonna read this for the first few days and read like 150 pages a day, and then pick up, so I think like Monday through Wednesday, and then hopefully, Empire of the Vampire will have arrived, read that for the next 2 days, Thursday, Friday, and then finish this on Saturday, and then maybe try and pick up another vampire book. It would have to be like on Libby because I don't own any other vampire novels. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. But really excited, loving it. I did start a TV show today. I finally started to watch American Horror Story, and I'm on the first season. I decided to start with the first season and go for it. I'm on episode 8, and it's good. I'm a little sick of just like the woman, the crazy woman, where like everyone thinks she's crazy, but it turns out she's telling the truth. I'm a little sick of that, but this was in like 2012. So like, I get it. And I do hope that the more recent seasons are better, but it is just kind of getting to me because it's seriously getting to that point. But I was like, you know, the first scene or whatever, not the first scene, but like one of the first scenes, the first scene where you meet the main character, the main lady, Viv, like I heard her voice and I was like, Abby from 911, and she showed up and I was like, it's Abby from 911, even though she's much more famous for Friday Night Lights and Nashville, neither of which I've seen. I know her as Abby from season 1 of 911 and I knew her voice. So yeah, pretty pumped. I'm enjoying it though on the whole, and I'm excited to see how it ends, like really excited about that. But I'm liking it. Of course I knew I would, like everyone loves it. It's super popular, like I get it, but like I like it. So yeah, but that's all I've got for you. I've read like 5 pages of this so far and it's like fine, but it's only 5 pages in. So I'm gonna continue and I will talk to you all later. Hi guys. It's Tuesday. I did not read any of Crave yesterday. Like I read what, like 30 pages? No, not even, like 15, but I'm now on page 60 and it's not good. Really not good. The writing is abysmal. It's so bad. It's like, I mean, it is relying on way too many mid-2000s tropes, and it was written like recently enough that it's not forgivable. Like, when was this written? This book was written last year, and it's bad. It feels like a Wattpad book, I'm gonna be honest. It really feels like I'm reading like something from Wattpad back in the day. Like even worse than Twilight. Like this is not good. It's got the bullies, the like boarding school bullies that like have no reason to be bullies to her, but are like, they go like to the extreme. That just feels so over the top. The main love interest already is Jackson, Jackson, and he licked her blood. Like she got in this fight with this bully and she like busted her lip and he like rubbed it and then sucked on it. She's like, I should be grossed out, but it was so hot. And I was like, it's just bad. It's just bad. And relying on too many of those angsty tropes that like we ate up when we were like 13, 14, 15 and now are like, this is crap. It is so bad. But right now I'm reading it and like having a fun time, just laughing and not taking it seriously. But I am not going to be able to pick this up after Empire of the Vampire. I'm not going to want to. I'm gonna be like, screw that. Like I don't want to, but I'm going to try and read enough of this where I feel comfortable saying I finished it, because this is for read a book set at a boarding school and towards read your lowest rated book. So like, this is my last two prompts, like one for Magical Readathon, one for Becca's Bookopoly-thon. I can't like quit now. Like I just can't. So this is it. So I'm gonna try and get a significant way through it, but I'll read it until Empire of the Vampire comes. But I know if I put it down, I'm really gonna have a hard time picking it back up. We'll see. But then I'll have like plenty of days to like not do anything. So maybe, I don't know, do I have anything else that, I was about to say Truly Devious, but I've got plans for that. I don't know what else takes place in a boarding school. I don't think I have anything else that takes place in a boarding school. So I think this is it. This is all I've got. I'm just gonna have to make do. I'm just gonna have to do it. But I probably won't be finishing it. Gonna be honest. Not gonna happen. I could reread like Vampire Academy, but I don't really want to. And I just don't think I have anything else that takes place in a boarding school. Because I could definitely like find something that's like my lowest rated. I could compile all my short books and be like, okay, what's my lowest rated? Okay, I'll read that one. Which might just have to happen because next week, I've got a few days next week, like a vlog of just like reading whatever, and I'm going to try and bang out some of my shorter books, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you once I've made more progress in Crave. We'll see how this goes. Hi guys, it's 11:30 and you know how I was nervous about reading this? I'm 370 pages into it. Yeah, I'm eating this up like candy. Yeah, it's something. It's just, it's addictive, you know. The writing is not good, you know. The plot is pretty formulaic. So she is the only human in an all supernatural boarding school because her family died, and so she has to live with her uncle, who is the headmaster of this school. And there's a vampire bad boy, because of course there is, Jackson with an X. And you know what I actually love that like was not expected was Jackson is like such a marshmallow. Like, you know, he's got a scar, so everyone's like, oh, he's so mysterious, so edgy, but on the inside he just like makes jokes, and like they text and he just like, they joke around and stuff, and he like teases her, and like they actually have like a friendship before they date, and I am here for it. I'm here for it. I am here for the fact that he's not actually like a bad guy. Love it. I was really expecting it to be like they hate each other and all of a sudden they fall in love, but in actuality there was never any hate. Like he was like the first person to like help her, and then like they formed this interesting friendship where like no one like believed it until all of a sudden they like, he sought her out like in public, which was like, I mean, right off the bat, like he didn't even try to keep it a secret. Like he just like sought her out in public, and like they just talked and just like chatted and like hung out. And I love that. Like that never happens. It's always like, oh, I hate you, and then all of a sudden you find out that the hate was actually like lust, and then it turns to love or whatever. But like this was like actually like they had a friendship, and he was never like mean to her, and I love it. I'm so surprised. Yes, the writing is still so corny, and I just like keep laughing because of how like ridiculous it is, but it's a blast. I only have 200 pages left. Empire of the Vampire needs to come like now, because I will not be able to help myself from finishing this. And I don't know if you have to follow the path, but I feel like you do for the magical readathon. At least I am. And so like this is the last prompt, so I need to finish Empire of the Vampire first. But like, hello, this is like a 6-book series. Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? There's so many. Like there's only 3 out right now, but it's going to be at least a 6-book series, because the 4th one comes out in November, I think, and then there's 2 books slated for next year. So that's, I don't know how she writes like chunky books, 2 of them a year, plus she has like a gajillion other books out. Like, what is happening? But wow, I'm eating this up like candy. It's totally addictive. I love that he's actually just like a fun, funny, like down-earth cool guy. Like, honestly, who'd have thunk? And he just like has his friends, and they're all like, the boarding school is very much separated between species. Like the dragons hang out together, the witches hang out together, the vampires hang out together, and the shifters hang out together. So he's not being standoffish, it's just like what everyone does. And so like, she's a human, and so she's like basically like free real estate. It's free real estate for like any group to like claim. And her cousin's a witch, so like she's got a claim there, but none of the witches like her. So it's really between like the dragons and the vampires, because like she's in between 2 guys, but she only likes Jackson, which I like. Again, it's kind of subverting some tropes. Like, I'm into it. I'm into this. Like, what's happening? The change from page 60 to page 370 was really monumental, but I'm just having a great time. A great time. This is a book that you could definitely just sit down and like spend a day and just finish it, because you just fly through it. Like, I just fly through this. I'm obsessed. I can't believe this has happened. What's happening? How did this happen? But I'm just so into it. And I'm just like ready to see what happens, but I can't. Empire of the Vampire, I think, shipped out today, so I could pray that it gets here tomorrow, but probably won't until Thursday. God, it's only Tuesday. Oh man. So I'm gonna leave. I gotta have to leave at least like 50 pages left in this, so only read what, 150 pages tomorrow. Can you believe I only wanted to get to page 150? I thought it was gonna be hard. It was not hard, but we shall see. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm obsessed with this. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Wednesday evening, and I am like having a hard time because my mom and stepdad are going to a dinner, so I thought this would be the perfect time to film, but I don't know what to film. Like, maybe I should just do my October TBR, even though it is like way before October, because I need my video for Saturday or Sunday, and I just don't know what it is. I'm trying to look up some tag videos, but I'm in the house where I don't have that many books, and so I just like, I don't know, and most tags are about like books that you've read, and so I just like can't, like, I don't know about books that are on my TBR, you know? That's like all the books on my TBR are here, but I don't have, well, I guess I have most of the books on my October TBR. There are a couple that are at my dad's house that's just like, ugh, it's just a bummer. It's just a bummer, and I just don't know what to do, and I wish I could have been prepared, but I just couldn't because I just found out. So we'll see. I'm gonna look and see if there's any tag videos that have to do with TBRs, and then film it very low key because I'm not in the mood to get all dressed up. I woke up with a UTI, so that's really fun. I'm a little uncomfortable, but today's just kind of been average. So that happened, right? Then like I could not get coffee, like nowhere was open, and then the Empire of the Vampire is not even supposed to get here till Friday, and I don't understand it because it shows that it's in Salt Lake, which is 4 hours away. Like, it should get here tomorrow, but it's not. But then I realized as I watch like G from Book Roast's reading vlogs, she's not reading them in order. Like, she went from like a mystery thriller, I think, and to a 5-star prediction. And those aren't even the first books. Like that's not even, those aren't even like the first prompts. So I think I'm just gonna finish Crave and try to do that tonight. I'm so ready to pick it back up. I haven't picked it up since I last spoke to you, but I'm ready. And then I realized if I have enough time, I might check and see if the second book is at my library and then pick it up, because that would be fun. Read the second book as well. Oh boy, I cannot believe this is happening. But the ending might like suck, which like I don't even know what the ending is gonna be. Like I don't even know, like there isn't even really a plot at this point. So I'm just like, I guess finding out who's trying to kill her will probably be the ending. But yeah, that's all I've got for you. So I'm gonna look up, and then if I just can't find anything, then I just can't find anything. And I just won't film today. Which it would have been just the perfect time. I guess if I can't find anything, I'll do my October TBR, even though I'm missing a few books. That's what I'll do. And I'll talk to you later. Hi guys. It is Thursday. I didn't update you anymore yesterday because I did film a intimidating TBR tab, which at this point will be out. But I didn't read like any more of Crave. I read 30 more pages and then fell asleep at 9:30. I never sleep that early, but I just wasn't feeling good yesterday, and so ended up working out perfectly though, because it came in the mail. It's here. I hate the cover, but that's okay. Oh, there's end pages though with Gabriel, and I can't remember what this character's name is. I think I might have just like totally, oh, the binding is like totally coming off. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, I might have to call Barnes & Noble after I finish this week and talk to them about that. And then on the other end are more pages. Oh, is this gonna be a... No, never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm a mess. I just opened it now because, and it's signed. I was watching Bachelor in Paradise with my best friend from when I got home until now. So I'm so excited to have this. I love it. How many pages is that? How many pages do I have to read? A few. Okay, so I have to read like 334 pages. So not much, but I am so ready, so excited, so pumped for this. I cannot wait. And then I'll finish Crave after this, and honestly, it'll be perfect. Not planning on reading anything else, honestly, because I'll do today, tomorrow, and hopefully that'll be it, but I might also have to do Saturday, depending, and then I'll bang Crave out. So we're all good. It's all going very well, and I'm just so happy and so excited. And I'll talk to you once I've continued this. And if you want to see my thoughts on the first 400 pages, go check out my first reading vlog of August, and I read the first 400 pages. Spoiler alert, I am loving it and can't wait to finish it. She might be an ugly sleeper, but she is cute when she's awake with her little tongue out. It's a little tongue. Hi guys, it is Friday night. It's like 11:45 and I'm 606 pages into Empire of the Vampire. So I have a little less than 130 pages left, and wow, it's so good. I am like just dying. I'm dying to see what happens. I did have a hard time getting through these pages a little bit. Like yesterday I read 80 pages, and then today I read however many pages I read. Just cause like, so it ended on a cliffhanger, that 400 page mark, and so I was like desperate to see what happened next, but instead they took us deeper into the past, like when he was still at school, and I was just like, ugh. And so I didn't care as much about that because I just wanted to know what happened in the more recent past. But then that got really good, and so now I'm like, I think they're caught up a little bit because like he just skimmed through like the last 5 years of him being at this not school, this monastery. So I think we're kind of like, I mean, there's of course the present timeline and the sort of past or the recent past timeline, but I think there isn't another like a older past timeline anymore. Like I think we finished that, which makes sense for 130 pages left, because we still have to get him and Dior being caught by our vampires, and well, at least him being caught. I don't know what happens to Dior, but I'm so excited to see what happens. If I wasn't falling asleep, I would probably try and finish this tonight, but I am so tired. So I will finish it tomorrow and then finish Crave on Sunday. But that is the plan. Yeah, really enjoying Empire of the Vampire. Really excited to see what happens. Cannot wait. I'm just so excited. I'm just loving it. So I'm gonna go to bed and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Good night. Hi guys, it is 6 p.m. on Saturday and I just finished Empire of the Vampire. Amazing, so good. I loved it. I can't wait for the second one. Who knows when that's coming out? I don't think anything's been released about like release dates or even title or anything, but wow, so good. I mean, so good. I highly suggest this, even if you don't love J. Kristoff's other work, because I haven't loved anything else by him. I really enjoyed God's Grave, but that's as close as I've gotten. But this was just so good. Just so good. It was so good. The twists, the turns, the cliffhangers, the plot twists, it was all amazing. One thing kind of broke me, but I was kind of expecting it. Like I was a little bit like, I think this happened, and it did, and it was just like really sad. But loved this. 5 out of 5 stars. So happy that I love this. Hate the cover, honestly, terrible cover. I hate that he's like, I just don't like this part. I mean, the red and this is like fine, but just like this, don't love it. But overall, amazing. Highly suggest this for anyone. And just so good. But I'm going back to Crave now. I'm going to try, I've got 170 pages left, so I'm going to try and read at least 70 pages so that I've got like a nice 100 tomorrow. I might be going to a nearby city with my best friend tomorrow to exchange Empire of the Vampire because mine's already coming apart. But we'll see. That I don't know. It's gonna be rainy and crappy tomorrow, so it's like the perfect day to like go into the city and like shop. But we'll see. If not, then I'm just gonna call them and be like, yo, what are we gonna do about this? Like, help me. Because I was on hold with customer service at like the National Barnes & Noble like line for an hour. And then I was just like stopped because I was at work. So like I couldn't stay on the phone for forever, but it just kind of sucked. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go. If I read any more of Crave tonight, I will update you. Hopefully I do. I want to. But if I don't, then I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it is almost 11 on Saturday, and I said I wanted to read some of Crave. I finished it. I finished it. It was good. It was fun. I don't think the ending was alluded to that well. So she's like, there are murder attempts happening, and when you find out who the murderer is, it's kind of like, it's almost like in a way too obvious, where it's like, really? Like, that's the person that you're going with? But in other aspects, like, it wasn't alluded to enough, where it just kind of was like, okay. Like, I wasn't surprised, but like, I think it could have been someone else better. Like, or it should have been alluded to somehow, or we should have had some red herrings, but instead it just kind of, you found out and that was it. But overall, I had a blast. I had a real fun time reading this. Gonna be honest, I had a good time. I mean, did it have to be 500? And it was actually 30 pages. The last 40 pages was 3 chapters from the book in Jackson's point of view, which was fun. I wish they were different chapters. Like, I feel like the ones that she put in weren't like special ones. Like, there were so many better ones I would have loved to get like his point of view on, that I was like, the 3 that she chose were kind of like, okay. Like, one of them made sense, because it's like a time in the book when he's not like around, and so it was like, okay, it's nice to know like what he was doing. But the other 2 really, I wish they were different chapters. But overall, I just had a good time. It was fun. The angst, the yearning. I loved that they were friends. I loved that Jackson and Grace were friends. They were never enemies. Like, they went from like acquaintances to like friends. Like, she literally calls him her friend to people, and I loved that. Like, revolutionary, honestly. It never happens. It's like, he's my enemy, to all of a sudden we're in love. And this was just like a great surprise. It was a nice surprise. He literally became friends. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, are they gonna be friends first?
hello? Like, he like did stuff for her. He sought her out in front of people to just like chat and like hang out and tease and joke. And I was like, I love this. So they had a great like texting repertoire, but they also like talked in front of people. And I was like, revolutionary. Honestly, never thought of before, because I feel like it never happens. And she literally, like, to people, like, they're like, oh my god, stay away from him, he'll only hurt you. She's like, but we're friends. And they're like, no you're not. She's like, but we are, like, we're friends, like, we hang out. And it's like, just, I loved it. I loved it. I thought that was so fun. But yeah, I enjoyed it, so I'm giving it 3.5. like, my enjoyment level is like a 4.5. But I mean, the writing is not good and the plot is like pretty predictable. Like, you know, like, it's not a perfect book, that's for sure, but I had a great time. So maybe a 3.75. I don't know, because it's not like, definitely nowhere near one of the best books I've ever read, but it was fun and it accomplished what I think Tracy Wolff was setting out to do, and that was to have a fun time with some vampires, werewolves, witches, and dragons. Like, come on, it was a blast. It was a good time and I really enjoyed it. And I will be picking up the sequel at some point, because it left on not really like a cliffhanger, but like, it's, you gotta know what happens next. I guess, I don't know if people would consider it a cliffhanger. It kind of is, but it's like not like edge of your seat, like when then it ends, but it's still like, you know, it's like, I want to see what happens. And I can't believe this. It's like, so far 6 books have been announced, and maybe that's it. Maybe it'll just be a 6-book series and 3 books are out right now, but like, I doubt it. Well, honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. If she already knows there's gonna be 6 books, she probably knows how many books there are gonna be, so like, she probably would have announced more, but who knows. She's writing 2 books a year, which is crazy because they're long. And so there's gonna be another book that's released by the end of this year, and then 2 books next year. So we'll see. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm gonna read tomorrow. If anything, I might just like take a day and like not read anything, just relax. But who knows, maybe I'll find something short on like, maybe I'll find a graphic novel or something that has to do with vampires. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I really enjoyed Crave. So 2 really successful reads this week. I'm really happy about both. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, either with another book or my wrap up.
Hi guys, it is Sunday and it is crappy out and I'm just like excited to be all cozy and comfy, but I realized, I don't know why I was gonna try and prolong this vlog through today. I think I'm gonna stop the vlog today and start my next week's reading vlog, because just give myself an extra day. I'm reading I'm going to try and read the 4 Fairy Lutes that I currently own that I haven't read. So I did one of these, I think in August, I think last month, maybe the month before, and I am back to do it again. It was the month before, because no, God, this must have been back in like April, May or June, because I am now reading like the June, July, and August books. Sorry, I'm a mess. But, so I thought I would just wrap up the vlog. So the first book that I finished this week was Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. I loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. This went towards the Magical Readathon prompt to read a predicted 5-star read, and I think it went towards Becca's Bookoplathon for something. I'll put it as a title card here. I honestly can't remember. It might have just been a 5-star prediction as well, honestly, but really loved it, and I'm so glad it did come out as a 5 out of 5 stars. And then the last book, which both completed the Magical Readathon and Becca's Bookoplathon, was Crave by Tracy Wolff, which it is not a great grand novel, but I had a blast reading it, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. This went towards Magical Readathon to read a book set at a boarding school, and then went towards Becca's Bookoplathon to read the lowest rated book on your TBR. So I chose my TBR from the Magical Readathon and then rated them and found the Goodreads ratings, and this came in last. And which, like, I get, but like, I had a blast, so, you know, come at me. But I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon with another video. Bye.